Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy E, and this is Mood Flow Day Talk. So last night, I hope you guys checked out the Lifetime movie they did for the Clark sisters. It was phenomenal. Great job. It was 2 hours long, and from beginning to end, it was just a phenomenal film. A phenomenal film. Anybody who knows me knows that I am a huge Clark sisters fan, and on top of that, I am obsessed with Karen Clark Sheard. I love me some Karen Clark Sheard. I love all of the sisters, but Karen is my favorite out of the five. Now, the production, Missy Elliott, Mary J. Blige, Queen Latifah, who served as executive producers, you guys did a phenomenal job putting respect on these women's name and their legacy. Wonderful job. The cast, wonderful cast, wonderful cast. The young lady, I cannot think of her name, who portrayed Dr. Maddie Moss Clark. You played that role. You played that role. You know, you was Maddie Moss Clark. Kiki, of course, you did a phenomenal job playing your mom, Karen. Donald Lawrence, who was over the music in the film, of course, Donald Lawrence did a phenomenal job. Donald Lawrence produced and worked with the Clark sisters on their last CD they did together, which was their live CD that they won 3 Grammy Awards for. And he's worked plenty of times with Karen on a lot of her different projects, especially her first project, Finally Karen. He produced her first project with her, Finally Karen. And any of you who have not heard her first project, Finally Karen, go on Amazon, iTunes, anywhere where you can download and buy music, or go on YouTube and listen to Finally Karen, Karen's first solo studio album, a masterpiece. Now, let's get into, there were only 2 things that surprised me in the film, because I've been knowing about the Clark sisters and Dr. Maddie Moss Clark since I was a little kid. So I already knew a lot about them because I've been following them for years. But the one thing that I did not know that the film had brought to my attention was that Denise had 7 sons. I did not know that Denise had 7 sons. So when that scene came up, the funeral scene, I sat up in the bed and I was like, huh? I was like, oh, okay, 7 sons. Then I did not know about Dr. Maddie Moss Clark and her husband's relationship. I didn't know that they had like that physical fighting relationship. I didn't know that. Now, there was something done on the Clark sisters on TV1, Unsung. And I don't know if they brought that up or not. It's been years since I've seen that. I was trying to go back on YouTube and see if I could find it, but they had like bits and pieces. So I was like, ah, forget it. But I don't remember them talking about that. And then it was confusing to me because I've always been told that Jackie was the oldest out of all the girls, which technically she is. But then in the film, I did not know that Jackie was not their father's child. I guess Maddie Moss had Jackie in a previous marriage relationship, and then she married her husband, and then they had the other girls, Denise, Twinkie, Dorinda, and Karen. So in the film and in some of the YouTube videos I've been looking at, Denise technically says that she is the oldest, but to me, technically, Jackie is the oldest. So it's Jackie, Denise, I believe Twinkie, Dorinda, and of course Karen is the baby. So in the film, it was like somewhat, Denise was, her thing was, I'm the oldest. But to me, technically, Jackie is the oldest. Denise felt like she was the black sheep of the family, and I think that's probably the reason why she was doing all of what she was doing, hanging out late at night and, having her boyfriends and everything. So, the one thing I'm glad they did with this story was told their truth and did not water the story down and sprinkle a little bit of sugar over the top of it to make us think something completely different. So I do respect the Clark sisters for giving and telling their truth. A lot of people don't do that. So my hat is off to them for that. I do recommend to you guys to watch this movie. Maddie Moss Clark, I used to hear back in the day from people that, she was just a perfectionist. Everything had to be right. And, they said that she was known for, throwing stuff across the room, a shoe, a book. If you did not get that note right when she was working with them choirs, something was going to fly across that room. So they told their story, and I give this movie out of 5 stars. I'll give it 5 stars. This is the best film that Lifetime has done as far as doing like a biopic on celebrities. They did the Aaliyah, they did the Whitney, and both of those were horrible. No disrespect to either one of those artists, but it was like, it didn't, with those 2 movies, it seemed like no time was put into it. With this movie, Queen Latifah, Mary J. Blige, and Missy Elliott put the time and effort and energy into this movie. So if you guys have not seen it, I recommend that you go check it out. It's on Lifetime. It just aired last night, so I'm sure that they will be playing it today, tomorrow, and the rest of the week. So check the movie out and let me know by leaving some comments down below. Once again, like I always tell you guys, do not let the ugly and people define the beauty that is in you. This was my review on the Clark sisters Lifetime movie. You guys, once again, stay in the house unless you have to go out, but don't be out there doing all that foolishness and going from house to house. Keep your butt at home and be safe. Let's all be safe. You guys have a blessed day. I'm out. Peace.